10 phrasal verbs using take. Hello everyone, my name is Anna English. This is Baby English and we are very excited to be introducing you to 10 phrasal verbs using the verb take. Now for every phrasal verb I introduce, I would like you to write a sentence using that phrasal verb in the comment section below and I will try to correct you. Number 1, take down. Take down means to remove something, usually something that you put up. For example, you put up a picture on the wall. If you don't like that picture, then you might take it down. Take down is often used in the digital world when talking about websites, pictures, or videos. Many people on YouTube, if they do not follow the community guidelines, will have their videos taken down. Take down can also be used to mean dismantle. So if you had to put together furniture and then you are taking it apart, you could say, I took down the wardrobe on my own. Or I put up the bed on my own, I can take it down on my own. I can take it apart and dismantle it. So tell me, have you taken something down recently? Or have you ever had something taken down? Today, I took a picture down, and a few months ago, I had a video taken down, which was most distressing. Would you look at that? Look at what? Those two, getting all fruity in the back of the bowl. Since when was pineapple interested in vegetables? I think an avocado is technically a fruit, actually. No. I think you'll find it is. Google it if you don't believe me. Well, fruit or vegetable, I would love to know his secret. I'm much more attractive than he is. And she said the idea of snuggling up with me made her blow chunks. I don't get it. It's all about the language. I hear she's highly attracted to bilingual fruit. Well, where am I supposed to learn another language? You could try italki, the online language learning provider. I can't go to a language school. I don't have any legs. No, this is online. You can do it anywhere, anytime. Convenient. I know. And they offer so many languages that you could learn any language you fancied, really. Oh, I think it will have to be one of those romance languages. But hang on a minute. Is this going to cost me an arm and a leg? You don't have any arms or legs. Exactly. No. It's really affordable. And in fact, as a new student to italki, you'll get $10 free credit when you make your first purchase. Sounds fantastic. How do I get started? Well, you click on the link below, make your first purchase and start learning. And boom! She'll be attracted to me. Sounds great. Huh? If you are new here and you're learning English, then please make sure to click that subscribe button and the bell notification button so you are notified whenever I upload a new lesson or even when I'm live. Number 2, take after. To take after. Normally you take after a person, someone in your family who is older than you. And it means that you have similarities to that person, perhaps in your personality, in the way you look, in the way that you behave, in the way that you speak. For example, I could say, I take after my mum in terms of my looks. Or, I take after my grandma. I love languages. And sometimes I wonder if my baby will take after me. Who do you take after? Number 3, take out. Take out. Normally you take a person out. Now, typically this is used when talking about taking someone on a date, a romantic date, but it can be used to talk about just accompanying someone out for the day. I could take my mother out, for example. If she came to visit me in London, I would take her out for the day. And it literally just means I'm going to accompany her, escort her out to a restaurant or out to the park or whatever it is we've got planned. So yesterday I took my mother out to the theme park. I remember the first time my boyfriend took me out. It was so romantic. Number 4, take in. Take in has a number of meanings. Firstly, it can mean to absorb information. So if you've been given some information that is difficult to understand, perhaps it's shocking in some way, perhaps it makes you feel emotional, you might need some time to absorb it, to take it in. So if I have given you some bad news and you're obviously upset, then I might say, I'll give you some time to take it all in. Or I might say to you at the end of a business meeting, that was a wonderful presentation, but I need a few days to take it in. Take in can also mean to accept somebody into your home to stay. For example, if you were desperate for a place to stay, you have nowhere to go, you're hungry, you're cold, I would say to you, hey, don't suffer, I'll take you in. Come into my home, I'll feed you, I'll give you a place to stay for a few nights, make yourself comfortable on this very old couch. Therefore, I have taken you in. Have you ever taken anyone in? Take in is also what you do to your clothing if it's too big. So I might say, I need to take this dress in, it's too big for me. And it's literally where you take some clothing, you fold it over, usually on a join, and you stitch it to make it smaller and tighter. You take it in. Now that's only at the sides. In fact, if you are taking the legs of your trousers up, then we say take up. I need to take them up. Finally, take in can mean to deceive or to fool someone. So if someone phones me up and lies to me and fools me, pretends to be my bank manager, and I give them all my personal details and my bank details, then you could say Anna was completely taken in by the man on the phone. I was deceived, I was fooled. Have you ever been taken in by someone trying to scam you? I hope not. Number 5, take away. Take away. Now we often use this phrase when referring to food that is prepared in a restaurant and then taken home to eat. So if I'm hungry and I cannot be bothered to cook, which doesn't happen often, then I will phone my local takeaway restaurant and say, hello, I'd like to order a Thai green curry, please. And they'd say, fine, we'd sort out the payments, the delivery, and it would be delivered to my door, or I would go and pick it up. And that food would be called a takeaway. So you could say, last night I had a takeaway. It was delicious. When was the last time you had a takeaway? Number 6, take over. Now, to take over. Have you ever been accused of taking over? I certainly have, especially as a child. To take over means to take control. Yes, I am a control freak and I often take over. So imagine I am running a company and I decide I want to take some time off to look after my baby. And you come in and say, Anna, I will take over your responsibilities. I will run the business while you are away. Therefore, you are taking over my position. You are taking over my company. You took over last week. I hope it's going well. Number 7, take up. Take up. Now, we came across this one earlier. You would take up your trousers if they are a little bit too long. But take up also has many other more common uses. For example, if you begin a new hobby or a sport perhaps, then you would be taking up a hobby or taking up a sport. So a few years ago, I took up gymnastics. I started gymnastics. A few years before that, I took up playing squash. So that was a new hobby, a sport that I took on. My mum, when she hit 50, took up flower arranging. Have you recently taken up a hobby? We also use take up when we mean to accept an offer. So for example, if you offer to take me out for a day out in your country and show me the sights and show me the best places to eat, then I might take you up on your offer. Then later I would say, last year when I visited this country, I took my friend up on their offer to show me around. I took my friend up on their offer. So have you ever taken anyone up on their offer? And finally, take up can also mean to fill a space. So at the moment, because I'm so large and I get very uncomfortable, when I sit on this couch with my partner, he says that I take up most of the room because I spread out. I take up most of the space. I fill the space. Number 8, take on. To take on means to accept responsibility or additional commitment. Usually we use this when talking about work. So if you work as a contractor and you have many contracts, then you could say, I think I've taken on too many contracts. Or, I can't take on any more work. I can't accept any more commitment or responsibility. As a teacher, at the moment, I am not taking on any new students because, of course, I have something else to deal with in the very near future. But after the baby is born, I may be taking on new students. Number 9, take off. Take off is a phrasal verb we use when talking about planes or rockets or anything that leaves the ground. It means to leave the ground to fly. So a bird takes off, a plane takes off, the rocket will launch or take off. You might also hear take off being used when talking about a company or a brand. If a brand takes off, then it means it's suddenly become very popular. I could even say my video or my course has taken off. It's become very, very popular very quickly, almost like a plane flying into the sky. Finally, take off can be used to mean leave suddenly. So if I, in the middle of a conversation, grab my bag and run off, then you could say, what's wrong with Anna? She just took off. Is she okay? Number 10, take back. To take something back is to retrieve something that you had once given away. So if I give you a flower, say, here, have a sunflower just for you, and then I decide actually I want the sunflower for myself, then I might take back the sunflower. Of course, it would be very rude to take back a gift, but, sometimes it happens. Take back can also be used when you've done something or said something wrong or something you regret and you wish that you could rewind and undo it, but you can't, so you say, I wish I could take it back, or I take back everything I said. It's just the way of expressing that you regret what's happened or you regret what you've said. So if I say something completely unethical or completely out of character that offends lots of people, then I would say, I sincerely apologise, I take it all back. I take back what I said, I didn't mean to offend anybody. And a special little bonus, number 11, take apart. Ah yes, to take apart. Similar to take down, this phrasal verb means to dismantle, but more specifically, it really means to pull something to pieces. So you take it apart. For example, if I am a mechanic and I want to build a car, then I might have to take apart another car. So I dismantle it so I can find all the bits and parts that I need to build the new car. So I take apart that old car that doesn't work and I build a new car. How exciting. Well guys, I hope you found that helpful. If you did, please do give it a big thumb up. Another way to stay in touch with me is to follow me on my social media. I am very active on Instagram as well as on Facebook and Twitter. So if you use those platforms, please do come and say hello. Okay guys, thank you so much. Take care, and until next time, goodbye.